A very good morning, Team Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And we are taking a look on recent developments in the nation Zimbabwe. As we speak at this point in time, the Zimbabwean government has started bribing more veterans and the generals, and this is something very important. Remember that a lot is happening within the political arena, and survival is key to those within ZANU-PF. Nick Mangwana says all land held by beneficiaries of land reform program under 99-year leases, offer letters and permits will now be held under a bankable, registrable, and transferable, more secure document of tenure to be issued by the government of Zimbabwe to beneficiaries. As such, beneficiaries of land reform program will now have enhanced security of tenure to the land invariably be informed by the following guidelines. So if you look at this announcement by Nick Mangwana, it's very important to note that it's no longer a simple issue. They are starting right here with a priority. Their first priority are the war veterans and youths and women. These are the priorities right here. Which youths? ZANU-PF youths. Which women? ZANU-PF women. Which liberation veterans? Ndoma generals. Ndo vanhu vacho ivava vari vakabenefita. So when you look at it, you can actually understand that this is a trick, this is a plan by the regime to try and find support and find a backing. So to me, it's a plan yemkuru yekuti awane backing, awane support, and people will say chinhu ichi chakanaka, let us support it, mama documents abude, which means whoever might be thinking otherwise, they can start to delay whatever which they are thinking and they are planning, and that is going to send a discord within the war veterans camps. As it stands right now, Discord has been sent already, which means whoever is planning against Emerson Mnangagwa is now in trouble. So he says security of tenure to all agricultural land regularized under this program will at all time only be transferable among indigenous Zimbabweans. And the land targeted for the new land tenure system will exclude communal land that is under jurisdiction of traditional chiefs. So this whole thing is not going to benefit you and me, takagara tiri chief. We are not going to benefit anything. This is going to benefit vanhu vakapinda muhondo yeminda, vanhu vakaenda kunoita jambanja, ndo vanhu vari kunobenefita. The same people vakatora matractor, vakatora farm equipment yevarungu, vari kutadza kurima, are the same people vari kuwana futi security of tenure. Iwewe neni, we are not going to be able to get it, which means kana tichida kuti tikone kuone kurana maprojects, tiraise capital for maprojects edu, we cannot. We will remain where we were or where we are. So if you look at it in that perspective, you would see that this is a political gimmick. It's not something which is being done because of a clear policy. No, it's something which is being done to politically doing a certain grouping of people, and this is politics. Ndo politics dzese zvataiona matitle deeds ekunana Epworth aya, tikambotaura nezvawo tikati this is politics at play. This is the same thing. So whoever believes or think kuti timu iri richaita zvimwe zvinhu for the benefit of the people, you are mistaken, you are wrong, because this is a very clear indication and a very good example of who they are. So we'll wait to see how everything is going to unfold, how this tenure is going to help the people of Zimbabwe. But from my own understanding, then we have a problem. What do we suggest? Personally, here are my suggestions. We must have what is called the competent list. Competent list is something which comes with security of tenure, but limited security of tenure, because we have to identify farms which are under commercial farming area, where we are saying iri family is for commercial purposes, tinoda kurima tite mari. What it means is I will go get a farm maybe which is 20 hectares or 50 hectares. They must not be too big, they must not be too small, which means we are talking about maybe 20 hectares of piece of land. Subdivide all these farms, big farms. Then you make people to apply, and these people must be people vanenge vane clear plans ekuti we need to do farming takadai 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 takadai, and let the computer system pick people anenge ane proposals ari nani picked by the computer systems. Topinda mumapurazi imomo tosvika torima. Tarima, we are looking at the guidelines kuti famu iri peye rinofanira kutipa winter yield yakadai, summer yield yakadai, and zvinhu izvozvo zvinolinga. Then we know kuti this farm is productive 100%. We do it across my commercial farms ese. That is going to boost our production as a country. But the tenure system inenge iripo is you have a competent lease. You are holding that lease as long as you are able to produce enough within the minimum threshold. You are allowed to hold the lease. You fail this season, you fail the next season, you fail, then we revoke the competent lease. We then give it to another person. If you have put your own costs for some things, that person will cater for the costs dzawakaisa iwewe tichienda kumberi. If you fail to pay back your loans, the person who takes over will calculate kuti mari yakapinda imari, and auya nemari. Then we'll see how the ratio in terms of sharing the burden iripo of debt. Also, a bank can say, okay, we want to recover our money on this piece of land, yatatadza kurecover. So we are going to take over this farm or this place for the next 2-3 seasons. We recoup our money, we give it back to the government for another person. This is how you then operate. You know fully well that that land will continue to belong to the government, and it will continue to be utilized under the commercial license or the commercial lease agreement. Then we go to the areas where people have relocated permanently for residence. You bring the issues of title deeds to the people, but on the condition that someone cannot sell that farm to someone, because we are talking about issue yekuti other places ndedzekuti vana vakatosiiwa vari ipapo pamwe chete nevabereki, mwana hwana akatengesa vamwe vana vanyura. You see, all those issues must be clearly outlined. But if you look at the policies dziri kunzwa negovernment yedu dzinongoya nepadumbu, there is no consultation whatsoever, which means anything can happen. You can never trust these processes to be proper. Then we are talking about people who are living in communal areas. They must have security of tenure. They must have the security of tenure, and you must put limits to say, okay, if you are taking a loan, you must take a loan from this amount to that amount. Which means if I fail to pay back, we can make arrangements of leasing part of my land to someone who will come do farming, who will recoup the funds to batadi badarana takadaro without seizing that piece of land. That is going to be something which is going to boost production, or else the government should simply put a fund which is going to make sure that they fund communal farmers to an extent that they become able to do their own things. You know that the government does not even need to fund directly my communal farmers. They simply need to put policies which are going to make it easy kuti a communal farmer arima cotton, communal farmer arima runinga, arima charima, gets value of their products by providing a viable market so that they can be able to farm the next season. Also, they need to put issues that need to nemvura kuti mvura inowanika sei in various communal lands. So this is it, Team Zimbabwe. The generals have been bribed, all veterans and generals have been bribed by Team Mnangagwa. They've introduced what they're calling a security of tenure. You know, this is a document of tenure, more of a title deed, which is going to be given priority to the war veterans, youths, and women. And it is going to happen only kutimi ejambanja, kutimi eonde minda, which means iwewe neni atina chedu. This is what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe, and we'll continue to watch and see what is happening. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming this morning. So let me see. Okay, Lois says, keep on with the struggle. Thank you very much. We continue to fight for the struggle. We continue to fight for change. Thank you very much, everyone.